Hi, my name is Jim. I'm an engineer by trade. I've struggled with extreme nearsightedness my entire life. I started wearing glasses in the 4th grade, and it got progressively worse over time. With the company that I work with about 35 years ago, they offered RK as an outpatient opportunity. So there was, a small deductible, and everybody in the office was doing it, and I've always struggled with extreme nearsightedness, so I thought, sure, why not? So there was a gentleman in DeLand, Florida. He advertised himself as learning that technique from the Russian doctor who invented it. So what could possibly go wrong? We went in. I elected to just do my non-dominant eye, my left eye, because I was a little cautious. He ended up doing some pretty extreme RK. He did 16 primary incisions, and in 4 of those he went back and cut a second time, so I have 20 total incisions in my eye. The results were positive for the first year or 2, but then I immediately started to see degraded vision. I struggled with it for a long time, and it wasn't until maybe about 8 years or so ago I started to wear a scleral lens in my left eye. And I pretty much ignored it. That seemed to do the trick. Independently of that, I got retinal tear in my right eye about 5 years ago, and then I immediately started to develop cataracts in both eyes. I see a host of surgeons, opticians, optical doctors in Melbourne, Florida. I have a cornea specialist, a retinal specialist, the gentleman who does my scleral lens fitting. And for the last 3 or 4 years, they've said, you're going to have to do something about those cataracts pretty soon. And I said, well, when? I said, well, we'll wait. Come back in 6 months. We'll reevaluate you in 6 months. And it was every 6 months. It was like, we're going to have to do something about those cataracts pretty soon, but we'll wait. We'll see. We'll just wait. We'll see how it goes. Eventually, I got frustrated, and I said, guys, it's really starting to impact my quality of life. It was really getting hard for me to drive at night. I couldn't turn the lights in my house up bright enough. I was walking around with a flashlight to see stuff because it was really impacting my eyes. So I spoke with the retinal specialist and said, I really need to do something about these cataracts. And she looked at my left eye, the RK eye, and she said, well, I'm not going to touch that eye. I hope you can find a good surgeon that'll do that for you. So now, you start to panic, right? I'm not a young man, but I still have some life in front of me, and I have visions of going blind. And we started to do some research. We just searched on cataract surgery for RK patients. Dr. Gulani came up first in that search hit. We did some research. We looked at his results. We looked at the testimonials from his patients, and we were just sold. It's like, okay, let's go see him. So we did the phone consult. Really professional staff, made sure that we understood what was involved. We did the in-house visit, and just the optimism and the positive nature of Dr. Gulani really said, yeah, this is the place we need to be. We did surgery first on the non-RK eye. The results were just fantastic. I was, greater than 2400, could barely see the E on the chart. Within 3 days after surgery, I'm seeing 20/20. I told my wife, it's like I still, out of habit, I reach for my glasses on the bedstand every morning because I'm so used to wearing glasses. And the concept of not having to wear glasses and to be able to see 20/20, I just never even considered that a possibility. My wife said, what do you want out of this? And I said, well, if I can just be stable and stop degrading in vision, I'd count that as a success. I never imagined that I'd get this quality vision again. Last week we did the cataract removal in the left eye, the RK eye. Dr. Gulani performed his LenzoPlastique procedures. He did that in both eyes. The procedures were painless. The recovery was near immediate. No discomfort at all, just very positive results. All of the procedures were just very anxiety-free. The environment was calm, the staff was professional, the constant attention and care of Dr. Gulani, he made me feel like I was his only patient. And then we did the flyaway Fridays and realized that in that same week there were 20 other patients besides me, and I had no idea, because you just feel like you're his sole attention for that operation that week. I've just been really ecstatic and looking forward to a life of better vision. The procedure that Dr. Gulani performed on me was his LenzoPlastique procedures. He did that in both eyes. The procedures were painless. The recovery was near immediate. No discomfort at all. Just very positive results. During the post-op evaluation for the LenzoPlastique surgery on my archaic eye last Wednesday, I informed Dr. Gulani that I had been asked to take a business trip to Australia on the 8th of November. So about 2 weeks after surgery, I was concerned if there were any reservations on his part about me taking that long of a flight. I came back a week later, and I'm here today now, a week after surgery, and he said, "No, I'm clear to fly, good to go."